Today, we will listen to Aliza's story. Aliza was traveling with her sister at the airport. The airport was very crowded, and people were moving in a hurry. In this busy place, Aliza suddenly lost her sister. The question is, how did Aliza find her sister at the airport? This story shows her fear, patience, and courage. So, let us begin Aliza's story. My name is Aliza, and today I want to share one of the most frightening experiences of my life. Last month, I was traveling with my younger sister through a busy international airport. It was our first long journey together without our parents, so we were both excited and a little nervous. I had planned everything carefully, but I did not know that a small mistake would turn this journey into a lesson I would never forget. The airport was full of people from different places. There were loud announcements, long queues, and constant movement everywhere. At that time, I felt confident and relaxed, thinking that everything was under control. Unfortunately, I was wrong. The video is structured into 3 parts. Listening to the story with subtitles, exploring useful vocabulary and expressions challenging yourself by listening to the story again without text. We reached the airport early in the morning. The weather was pleasant, and I was holding all our documents carefully in my bag. My sister was walking beside me and asking many questions about airplanes and travel. I reminded her again and again to stay close to me because airports are crowded places. After entering the airport building, we stood in a long line for the security check. The process took a lot of time, and my sister started feeling tired. I tried to keep her calm and told her that everything would be fine once we reached the waiting area. After the security check, we decided to buy some snacks and water. I asked my sister to wait near the chairs while I went to a nearby counter. I told her clearly not to move from that place. She nodded and smiled at me. I was gone for only a few minutes, but when I returned, my sister was not there. At first, I thought she might have gone to another chair or followed me. I looked around casually, expecting to see her face in the crowd. However, she was nowhere to be seen. Slowly, fear entered my heart. My heartbeat became fast, and my mouth felt dry. I started walking quickly from one side to another, calling my sister's name softly at first, and then loudly. People were passing by, but no one seemed to notice my panic. Many negative thoughts came into my mind. I imagined worst-case situations and felt helpless. I blamed myself for leaving her alone, even for a short time. At that moment, the airport felt like the largest and most frightening place in the world. I checked nearby shops, washrooms, and waiting areas. I looked under chairs and around pillars, hoping to find her sitting quietly somewhere. Every second felt heavy, and my eyes searched every face in the crowd. I tried calling her phone, but she did not answer. This made me even more worried. I felt tears in my eyes, but I forced myself to stay strong and think clearly. Finally, I realized that I could not handle the situation alone. I went to the airport information desk and explained everything to the staff. They listened carefully and asked me about my sister's age, height, clothes, and name. The staff spoke to me kindly and asked me not to panic. They assured me that such situations happen often and are usually solved quickly. Their calm attitude gave me some hope. The airport staff made an announcement on the loudspeaker, asking my sister to come to the information desk. While waiting, I stood there silently, praying and hoping for the best. Each minute felt like an hour. I kept looking at the entrance, expecting to see my sister walking toward me. My hands were shaking, and my heart was full of fear and regret. Suddenly, I saw a familiar face in the crowd. It was my sister. She was walking slowly, looking worried and confused. The moment I saw her, my fear disappeared. I ran toward her and hugged her tightly. She told me that she had gone to the washroom and could not find me when she returned. When she heard the announcement, she immediately came to the information desk. I thanked Allah again and again for keeping my sister safe. At that moment, I realized how important patience and presence of mind are in difficult situations. I also thanked the airport staff for their quick help and kindness. This experience taught me a valuable lesson. In crowded places, we must always stay together and never assume that everything will be fine. Carelessness, even for a few minutes, can lead to serious problems. In conclusion, losing my sister at the airport was a frightening experience, but it taught me responsibility, patience, and the importance of staying calm. I will never forget this incident because it changed the way I handle situations. This journey became a lesson for life. I hope my story reminds everyone to be careful and alert, especially when traveling with loved ones in crowded places.
Before we close, think about this. What was the most important moment in today's story? How would you retell it in your own words? Speak your answer in English. Practice is essential for building fluency. Thanks for learning with Lancaster Academy. Stay consistent, and I'll see you next time.